Yeah, Shandy. Zombie news it hurt.
You want to get on the door?
You know, that's right.
One person on it. Not a team. That's right. That'll drive.
I don't tell her that she was right.
Have fun over here.
When does it start?
In 15 minutes.
Are we in a good spot?
Yeah, you're in a good spot. Yeah, they're going to come down the ramp. You're going to see about half of it. Now, you'll see the whole thing. But you'll see half of the front and half of the back. So if you don't mind seeing half of the back, you're in a good spot. The further down you are, the more the front you see.
Oh, the further down?
Yeah.
Down that way?
Yeah, the 52 Chevrolet pickup down there. And it says Grover Hotel on the side. That's the ultimate spot, but it's don't even bother.
On a Saturday night.
Yeah, it's packed. You're not going to It's 3 deep now.
Okay, just enjoy it.
Y'all having fun? You having a good time? It ain't polite to point.
It ain't polite to point.
You could say it.
I was trying to like, what is it here?
Yeah, Julia, you can come and sit. I'll sit there.
Yeah, we'll leave here. I want to stay here. Is Brian in it, Jessica? I don't know. You said we've seen the front and the back. I'm not sure. Whatever. I'm not moving. Do you want to move to go further down? No. Okay.
Excuse me.
What'd you post?
Push his ass over. I don't give a shit. Got a cow.
This is how small the kids were when I went to see them. Lukey was that small. Oh my gosh. That was the last time I went to visit. Well, you have to go back. Oh, yeah, she invited me. Oh, she did. She said. He says you see the front and the back. If you want to go for this, you see the whole thing. But this, you only see the front and the back. And I don't know what that means. Don't ask me. That's what he said. In the front and the back. Don't ask me. I'm not sure how we're going to see the front. I said, is it a gun enough to get Don't even. So, You took a great picture, Papa. Yeah, here's some of the bacon. You are your worst enemy. You're doing Yeah, that's what she did the 45 before the, yeah, just coming up like a ball. You know, with the 50 degrees, that's 45. Yeah. Definitely came out so good against everybody. So I'll send it to you.
Right, that ain't our average fee. Our features. That's like our fee.
We got one with the horse.
So,
You see, this is when I went to the
oh, quinceanera.
when I went
What?
and I visited
Oh.
them in San Diego.
Yeah.
Your hair?
Yeah.
We went to
Oh.
the same place. We went when I was with Jessica. I said, Jessica, this is the same beach. It was the same beach. That you went with who? With that I went when I went to visit and then I had she was 7. Same beach. That's San Diego. Oh, there's that.
Everybody ready?
Oh.
Yeah. You got equipment, Timmy. I want to hear the stockyard sound as loud as you can. Just repeat us after me. Here we go. Hey, everybody! Put your forward, Texas. Welcome to the Stockyards National Historic District. What a great afternoon. It's kind of nice, a little bit over one side. If you feel at all the reading, right over here, we got the cool crowd. You can go over there and sit down. We got fans, we got air conditioning in there, you can go there and chillax. We got some covered with the beverages up here, penalty whiskey, we got burger and burger up there, milk, ice cream, we got all of that. All right, we gotta take care of some business. We got some safety protocol we gotta do. We need everybody down here at street level to stand up on the curb. We need you on the curb. It is a safety thing. We got a bunch of big boys coming down the street. They weigh about 1,500 to 2,500 pounds. And they got horns as big as 10 feet. So we need you guys standing up. We did a scientific study out here, and we found out that you move out of the way, Miss Fauci, standing up, you can sit there. We need everybody up. If you got if you're taking photographs for Instagram, Facebook, whatever, do all your picture taking. Standing up for us, please. We need you on 2 points of contact rather than 3 points of contact. So everybody's standing up. If you have a dog, I love dogs. I got a dog. Make sure they're leashed up and under your control. We don't want your dog coming out to assist our professional cowboys when they're bringing the cattle in. All right? We don't need their help. We don't worry about cats out here. Okay. So much for that business. Let's see. What else we got here? We got some other stuff we need to talk about. We already talked about that. Oh, this is very important. If you have never been to a rodeo, don't let this be. Go to our rodeo. This will be your first rodeo tonight. It is the Stockyards Championship Rodeo tonight, 7:30 p.m. Right here in the Forest Stockyard. Great seats still available. The Coliseum box office today. Coliseum box office, I'm pointing at it. You can see me, it's right down here. The historic Coliseum, home of the world's first indoor rodeo. So go check that out. I don't know if you can see, we got these guys walking around the street with a big shoot mat on their hip. I don't know if you've seen them or not. But these guys right here are gunfighters. They're from the Legends of Texas. They were in the TV series in 1883, if you know what we're talking about. They're going to put on a little comedy cowboy western gunfight show for you down here at the Stockyard Station after the cattle drive. Right down here on the east end of the street that we're building down here. Just go call this guy down here, call him, he'll take you down there, just go down here and go catch some comedy gunfight show. Alright, let's talk about this cattle drive thing we do. We are the home of the world's only twice-a-day cattle drive. We do this every single day, twice a day, 362 days a year. We walk down with 17 head of the most beautiful, gorgeous, longhorn steers you've ever seen. They're big boys. And why 17? Why not 18 or 20? Why not 15? Each steer represents a decade in the history of the city of Fort Worth. And you are also standing on a historic cattle trail. This is called the Chisholm Trail. And this is where the Cowboys, the drovers from 1866 to about 1890, were walking cattle up the trails from South Texas, south of San Antonio, up to Abilene, Ellsworth, Dodge City. It was the largest migration of domesticated livestock in the history of the world. The cowboy era goes all the way back to right after the Civil War came to an end in 1865. And Texas had too many cattle because they went off to fight the war, and all the cattle that were here, they had babies, they procreated. And there were more cattle in Texas in 1866 than there were human beings. Meanwhile, most of the rest of the United States, there was a beef shortage. Not enough beef. The beef shortage was created by the war. So, up in Kansas, Colorado, Missouri, right along the Transcontinental Railroad, you had these railheads. You had Abilene, Kansas, Dodge City, Kansas, St. Louis, Missouri, St. Joseph, all these towns, Denver, Colorado, those were the railheads. Those were the closest railroads to Texas. There ain't no railroads in Texas in 1867. A guy from Abilene, Kansas, by the name of Joseph McCoy, sent a message down to San Antonio in 1866. He said, bring your cattle up, we're going to pay you $20 to $40 a head. Now, $1 US just for inflation in 1866 would be the equivalent value of $20 in today's price. Yes. So, using the labor called drovers, or as most of you probably know as cowboys, called drovers, that's what they were known as, starting rounding up these cattle, 1,500 to 5,000 head at a time, putting a mark on them called a brand, walking them up 800 miles from south of San Antonio up to Abilene, Ellsworth, Dodge City, etc. Took 90 days from roundup, they called it a gathering, to deliver. Now let's talk about the cattle. Average size, 1,500 pounds. We got 3 that weigh over a ton. We have one that's approaching 2,500. We also have one that's a miniature. He's an international grand champion. He's under 1,000 pounds. He's the shortest guy of the bunch. You'll see. His name is Little Tex. So look for him.
I just feel like everybody's
You'll see the 17-year-old guys come down. Average sprint on the horse is 6 feet. We got 2 half brothers. They have a sprint over 10 feet. That's measured from tip to tip. Their horns are not hollow. They have marrow in them. They have a vascular system. Weigh about 15 pounds or so, depending on how big the horns are. They can be more than 15 to 30 pounds. You'll see them walking around the living room on side to side and have big strong necks that really doesn't bother. Okay, let's talk about the American cowboy real quick. The median age was 15. The youngest that we know of, that we, according to the files of the Museum of Oklahoma City, the National Cowboy Museum, was 9 years old. We also know that a quarter to a third of them were black or Mexican. The Mexican Cowboys are called vaqueros. Vaqueros is Spanish word for cowboy. But in the 1840s, we had a whole lot of people come over here to Texas from Europe. We had Germans, we had Poles, we had Czechs, we had French. We had all those people come over here, and when they were driving those cattle up from 1866 to 1890, you would have heard all of those languages spoken on the trail. You had female drovers, Lizzie Johnson, Margaret Ward, and there were others. You had Cherokee. Cherokee would come down and decided to take the herd up to Kansas. You had all that stuff going on. This is what created the American cowboy, or as we like to call it, the trophy. Coming in the cattle drive would be about 1,500 to 5,000 head. You would have a wagon called a chuck wagon, carrying all the equipment necessary and their food. Beans for breakfast, beans for lunch, beans for dinner. Whistleberries, they call it. Yeah. So you had that, coffee, you slept on the ground, you rode on the sidewalk all day long, you pulled your horse from Robuda. Your horse was probably a wild Mustang that you would bring right there at the spot. 75 to 150 head of wild horses, which you had to train on about 3 to 5 times a day. You know, you only had to 12 miles a year. It took 90 days from start to finish. Now, boys and girls, the cowboy era was very short. It didn't last very long. It lasted from 1866 to 1890. When the railroads came down to Texas, the cowboy era came to an end. They just put them on a train and shipped them up that way. All right, here's what you're going to see coming down. The person in front is the trail boss. The ones on either side are called the point, the swing, the flank, and the one in the very back is called the drag. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out today, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Welcome to the 43rd Cattle Drive. I'm Barry Corbin. Once upon a time, stockyard, right where you're standing, cattle were driven by men and women on horseback called drovers. Wide brimmed hats and dirt on their boots. I hope you get to remind you the cowboy driven low in his head, showing the brain. Sure.
Girl, you gotta let you show me what you work. Got some dishes. Got lots of meat. Shana just looks like some fucking pizza. Somebody go get the uncle for my girl.
Here they come.
Look at them. There's hell of them too. Who got on red?
Always.
Hey, hella big. See how big they are, baby? Hell yeah. Little baby one in them.
All alone.
That's huge.
What kind of animals are those?
What was that? A bull.
No, I'm talking about these three right here.
You stupid. I'm howling. My brother's straight as fuck.